have 12 teams of 2 drivers ready to compete in the ultimate test of man and machine. Ahead of them is a 4,000-mile test navigating some of America's toughest roads and attempting some insane challenges. After 21 days, the winner will emerge, claiming $200,000 worth of prizes and the all-important Bullrun trophy. This is Bullrun. Let's get it on. Last time on Bullrun, bring on the dark. Your next driving leg will be at night.
I hate black, bro.
Alliances were formed.
We're gonna take 58 all the way out.
We'll go to 58 also.
But as Team Lambo proves, no one can be trusted.
Somebody tell you to give you this, tell me it was the wrong way? Isn't even the final destination.
3 teams battled it out for survival in the challenge. 2 survived. It's time to go home. But Team Corvette's journey came to an end. Morning.
Morning.
Congratulations on making it to the 3rd leg of Bullrun. This is an extremely tough game. But as I look at all of you teams, you look unusually relaxed. On that note, Team Woo, what the hell are you guys doing?
Well, in the spirit of our favorite movie, Cannonball Run, we are representing our favorite team.
We're the hot chicks in the Lambo.
You will forever be known as Team Nipple.
It's cold.
Okay. After yesterday's leg, watching Team BMW do the challenge, you came in pretty hot, kid. Hitting those water barrels at speed. Any damage to your car?
A few scratches, nothing big.
You seem a lot more confident today, kid. Welcome to the game. Now, Team Hummer. You guys were thrown in the challenge. You did a damn good job. Is your focus strategy or is your focus revenge?
Revenge would be nice and it'll come. Strategy for now.
All about focus, Bill. If you don't focus, you find yourself going home real fast.
And that's the damn truth. Well, enough talk. It's time to leave Eagle Field. Bull runners, at select locations, there's an immunity card. If you are the team that reaches that location first, you are exempt from being thrown into the challenge. Your first checkpoint is Palo Alto. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Well, this year on Bullrun, thank you. There has already started the tricks and the scandalous stuff. We're trying to keep the targets off our back and let everybody else kill themselves.
Thanks.
There's always surprises on this show. I'm just gonna haul and start hitting the checkpoints just like we do.
Duck pond by the Palo Alto Airport.
About the Hummer, nothing special about it. It's all stock. What makes it so great is because you got the coolest driver and navigator.
We're not here to play any games. We're just here to drive our car and have fun and win at the same time.
If nothing else, I'll hit the middle of the pack. I really don't want to be first. Kind of puts a target on you when you do that. The duck pond by Palo Alto Airport.
We kind of like rolling on our own. We don't want to risk somebody else hopping on our back and end up beating us to the checkpoint.
Team BMW means business, and we're not going anywhere.
People are going to see a nice Lambo, and they look inside and see the blonde hair flying and the big boobs. They're going to turn around and be like, hello!
Do you really want to get me started on Woo?
Thank you.
We're just probably going to have to start getting a little dirty ourselves out here, I guess.
I don't fault Team Lambo for what they're doing. They're here to have a good time, and they are having a good time, and they're shaking things up.
As the teams hit the road, it's apparent that someone had stolen their maps the previous night.
It started out really bad for us. Our maps mysteriously disappeared.
1476. Someone took all our maps, and maps are like one of the most important things for the rally. Without maps, you're going to get lost.
Where are we going?
Duck Pond.
The Duck Pond by Palo Alto Airport.
We had a slight advantage, I think, because, you know, we're from California, and I know where Palo Alto is, and that was our first checkpoint, the Duck Pond.
We had the Challenger up my ass, and we went left, and they went right. Hopefully we went the right way, and they went the wrong way. They're one of the teams that don't like us.
Viper went the wrong way twice.
We tried to find a map at the first gas station, which didn't end up being worth a damn.
We got to go back down that way.
We should have gone right, and we went left. The only thing that we got going for us is luck is on our side, because we stopped at a guy's house, our first checkpoint up at Palo Alto. His mother lived up by there, and he gave us great directions the rest of the way up. So it worked out well for us.
Got it. Thank you.
Hopefully we're not losing too much time. It looked like everybody else was going that other way. Hurry up, pump.
Thanks for the directions.
Up on Bullrun, we hit the open road.
Gas and Mexican?
But it's not all smooth sailing.
Can't believe this skater.
Emotions run high as tempers boil over.
Right here.
This isn't the time or the place for that kind of crowd. As the Bull Runners close in to within 5 miles of Palo Alto, teams Minnie and Lexus sense they're getting close.
Rob wants to know if one of y'all did that smell.
I was just getting ready to say who ate onions last night.
Or a whole water.
Having an alliance with Minnie is cool, more because, like, the more heads you have, for right now, the easier it is to figure out where you're going.
Hey, does anyone know how to get to the Palo Alto Airport?
I got directions,
Anyone?
but...
There is no Palo Alto Airport. There is no Palo?
The Duck Pond.
And all the navigating is done by map. If you don't have the right map, you know, you're stuck. You can't do anything. So like us, we had to follow somebody.
You can take us there?
Yeah, I can take us there.
All right, let's go. Let's do this.
Okay.
When somebody's running around stealing maps, that's a pretty big deal.
Let's go. Can't believe I just gave that $20.
I mean, they might as well take your car. What good is your car without a map?
While the NSX boys have secured their paid escort into the checkpoint, Team Hummer uses a more relaxed method of navigation.
I would probably say, out of everybody that's out here that is a navigator, I would say I would put him in the top 1. He is the best.
Gas and Mexican?
We're working kinks out with the navigation.
What accent?
We're getting it down pat.
There's a lot of the locations that aren't even on the maps that we have.
Is there a duck pond by the airport?
Even when we have a map, we have to pull into the cities and then a lot of times get directions from local residents on exact locations.
He thinks it's that direction, but I don't know.
If you run into somebody that has no clue, then you just end up bouncing from person to person, hoping to find somebody as fast as possible that can give you the right directions.
Okay, as soon as we get this thing, we gotta find a map.
We're just coming into Palo Alto. Can you help us out on which exit?
402.
Unfortunately, we were already at exit 403.
You know you want to do a U, and you can.
When we pulled up to the area, Duck Pond.
Oh, who had it?
NSX was kind of circling back around too. They ended up hopping right in front of us.
Hey, is your guys' radio working? Yeah. Is your radio working?
Go to channel 1. Yeah. Stay off 7.
So we headed out with those guys.
A lot of the teams are playing games and have all different alliances and stuff like that. That's fine for them, but with us, basically, we're going to just be steady and stay focused, and I think that's what's going to get us to the end.
As the teams roll into the duck pond, they realize the importance of picking the correct entrance route.
It's over there, dude. Run and get it.
Where?
Over there. See the truck? You want me to run? No, I'll run.
While Team Viper approaches on foot, Teams Minnie and Lexus take advantage of the situation and edge ahead.
All right. Walnut Grove, California. You must cross the river at this location with your car to reach the checkpoint vehicle.
Here we go. Walnut Grove, California.
Coming up on Bull Run, the teams realize that Bull Run is far from easy.
Back up! If they gave them money, we'll give them more.
To get to the top, some try gentle persuasion.
I have honor to top! You know what that means!
While others talk with their fists. All teams take off north from the checkpoint and are desperate to pinpoint the next location.
Walnut Grove, baby. I found it! I found it! Woo! Look how small that city is.
Yeah, I see.
Holy crap, man!
That's why you're the navigator.
We've been rolling around with Challenger the last couple driving legs, and they seem like genuine nice guys.
You can't even get an atlas any place we go to. Do you have one?
We have.
Our map doesn't even show anything. Do you guys know kind of where you're going? All right, we're gonna follow you.
We'll follow you. You know, they helped us out. They let us follow them. We didn't have a very detailed map. They knew right where they were going. They had no problem with us following them.
We were helping each other out. We were helping them more than they were helping us, I guess.
You're driving hundreds of miles every day. You don't want to talk to the same guy all the time, so it's nice to roll with them, you know, while the pack's still quite large.
Yeah, what effect?
Yeah.
Your car looks so cool. Looks like a race car.
Leaving Palo Alto on the second leg, we had a fly in the car, and it was annoying.
There's a fly in here. It's not gonna happen.
God. So I was like, I got it. And
He slapped me across the face, completely shocked me. I was crying, I was laughing so hard.
When we were last, we were hating each other. When we thought we were in the lead, it was like the best drive ever.
I'm on a road trip with my brother. He's partying like no other.
You know, we were relaxed, having fun, you know, making jokes.
How long did you practice that before you said
Actually, I didn't practice it because it didn't come out very good, did it?
With spirits high, the Bull Runners close in on checkpoint 2 at Howard's Landing, Walnut Grove. But there's a catch. All teams have to cross the river on the ferry with their cars to reach the checkpoint on the other side. First to arrive is Team BMW.
Looks like we found it. Now we just gotta hope they get over here before anybody else catches up with us. Look how slow this thing goes.
We were there and Lambo showed up.
We were coming one way, they were coming another way, and we met up right at the ferry. And it just so happened the ferry was pulling up right as we did this. So we had to share the ferry ride with them.
Turn it all the way, turn it all the way. I'll go forward. Put your big on.
I think everybody went up, like from the checkpoint. I think they took the 101, like towards San Francisco, and then cut across. As we were crossing the river, 4 other teams showed up, and they had to wait for the ferry because we were already on it. So they were on the other side just watching us get the next car, and there's nothing they could do about it.
When we got to the ferry, we saw
BMW and Lamborghini just getting off the ferry and taking off.
So we were kind of excited when we first got there. Like, woo, we're like 5 minutes behind them. As soon as the ferry comes over, we'll be, you know, like following them.
Your Lamborghini drove that way.
As soon as I hit the other side, that'll be that. It's lunchtime.
We thought, okay, we're one ferry ride behind. It was at that point that we realized we got there at 6:58 p.m. and the ferryman's break is 7 to 7:20 p.m.
Attention, attention. When I get to that side, it will be lunchtime. No racing involved at lunchtime.
You know, we went from being elated at one moment, thinking we're getting on the ferry and we're way ahead, to being just absolutely despondent because, you know, here we are with everybody. So now it's almost as if you're starting over again.
Stop! Stop! Back up!
You see the sign?
No. What sign?
Jesus Christ, if they gave them money, we'll give them more.
No, they didn't give them money.
Huh?
Lunch, 7 to 7:20.
Are you serious? Where does it say that?
Right. It ain't really funny. We were definitely desperate to get across. Hey, we have money! We all would have been willing to give him $50 just to let us get on the ferry. We'll buy you lunch if you come back! I had a tube top on. I was threatening to show my boobs. I have on a tube top! You know what that means!
The guy shut it down, disappeared into his little lunchroom, and didn't come out for 20 minutes, so we just had no choice but to sit there.
Well, we were trying to move our cars closer, and the driver for Team Mini decided he was just going to sit right in front of our car and not move, not let us go ahead of him.
He was standing right in front of the car. I couldn't move, so, you know, you're going to mess with us, we're going to mess with you. I mean, what comes around goes around.
She'll hit me!
Yo, dude, we're in a hurry here, man. Can you get us across and then take a lunch afterwards?
And, you know, and all the chaos that was going on there, Team Mini got their map stolen.
So while everyone's focused doing, you know, whatever, trying to get the ferry driver's attention, I creeped around the side of the Mini, snatched the maps off, and then I threw them in our car real quick, and without thinking, I pressed the lock button, shut the door, and my keys were still in it.
So we're all like looking around for the maps, you know, I'm grabbing everybody's butts trying to see if they folded up the maps and put them in their pocket. It's right here.
What is right there?
Let me see. Let me see what's in there.
All right. Gas card. Get out of my face.
Not in your face. Some people are stealing maps. So we have to protect ourselves.
Coming up on Bullrun, the clock is ticking. Things get desperate as the teams are frantic to find their way to the finish.
I swear to God, it's not that way.
Well, what does that mean? Where are we going?
I do not have a detailed map of that.
And with pressure slowly building, tempers reach a breaking point. Team BMW and Team Lambo head towards Sacramento, increasing their lead on the rest of the Bull Runners stuck at the ferry. At the moment, luck is on their side, but they realize every second counts.
Who was all back there? Mach 1, everybody, huh? I don't know, it's all pretty. Do you have any idea where we are? No. No idea? Hey, do you guys know where you're going? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me to catch up. Okay.
All right.
Hey, BMW, hurry up, man.
With the Lambo and BMW's lead stretching, the pressure mounts on the remaining team stuck at the ferry. For the NSX boys, the situation becomes desperate.
What the hell were you doing? Freaking keys are locked in our car.
If I had the hanger, I can push the unlock button.
I got a hanger, bro. I have a hanger, seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you a hanger.
So close.
Where's AAA when you need it?
I was going to try and grab those keys, but...
No,
that's not gonna work.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Anyone got a hammer? I ended up fishing the keys out, but, you know, not in time. We were left stranded on the other side. So I locked myself out, but it turned out to be the best because it looked like I didn't do it, because now I'm scrambling to find my locked keys, and they probably assumed that it couldn't have been me because I don't have a way to get in my car anyway. But now we have a map. So I think it worked. I think it worked out pretty good.
As the teams pick up directions for the next leg, they decide whether to continue to the last checkpoint or risk going for the immunity.
We're going to Sacramento Rail Yard, or we may go to the Immunity, Roseville Road Regional Transit Station. We'll let you know.
Sacramento Rail Yard.
The teams continue north in convoy to the next checkpoint, and Team NSX is finally able to board the ferry. Meanwhile, the Viper boys are a bit dazed and confused.
We actually went down the road, and the road didn't look like it led anywhere. So we turned back around, went back to town, just to find out we were on the right road.
Howard Landing is the landing at the end of the road. There is no landing anymore, but they call it Howard Landing.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. You were really?
Yeah, you know that post office road we turned down? He says drive it all the way down to the end.
Team Viper gets to the ferry just in time to see NSX at the checkpoint on the other side.
Hey!
Ready? Team Challenger still honors their alliance with the NSX, but the Viper is hot on their tail.
Sacramento Rail Yard, Jaboom Street, Sacramento, California. So we got to get going.
Reaching Sacramento is easy, but finding the checkpoint proves difficult. The teams are just minutes away from the finish line and each other, but are completely lost. The frustrated bull runners need directions fast.
The rail yard is not going to have like a big sign. You keep going underneath the bridge, it will just magically become Jaboom Street.
Take a left on 5th and then a right on I.
Okay, thank you very much. I swear to God, it's down that way. That sucks.
Weren't we just past this? Yes. Duh.
I can't believe that's not even on the map.
Get over to the left lane.
Hey, you know what? You better stop yelling at me because you're not doing very well right now. We're trying to get to 5th, okay? I'm gonna get in this lane because there's 2 cars right there. Is that okay with you?
What are we looking for? What kind of street or something? What? A street? Address?
We're on Jaboom.
I know, but what does that mean? Where are we going?
We're looking for a rail station, Jaboom Street.
Does that make any sense to you?
I don't know where we're going.
We are going to Sacramento Rail Yard, Jaboom Street, Sacramento, California. I do not have a detailed map of this.
Should have meant this one easy to find.
This is how it goes for us every single freaking time.
This is where we were just at.
We've already been down that way. We didn't find it.
Do you know where we are?
Just make a left.
Are you looking at the map?
I don't no idea where we're at. Just make a left.
We're going on Old Sacramento.
Go make a left. That's all you need to do is make a left.
With determination and a lot of luck, all the teams finally make it to the last checkpoint. One by one, they reach the Sacramento rail yard, and their nightmare day of driving comes to a merciful end. With all the bull runners so close, the top spot is up for grabs. All our teams are aware that tomorrow they could be driving for their survival in the challenge. Coming up on Bull Run, tempers boil over as the pressure to win gets physical. In last place and facing possible elimination today, which teams will fight for survival by putting their cars and driving skills against each other in the challenge? Let's get it on. In the morning, all teams are up early. It seems that rumors are running rampant. Team Lambo's got a hunch about Team Lexus, and they're in the mood to stir things up.
So what do you do for a living?
Why don't you call it out? Everybody's gonna try to sit here and call me a liar and try to make me look dumb. I ain't the one, so whatever. Call it out. I'm a professional race car driver. Who cares?
Okay, guys.
You feel better now? We don't have any more conversation to have, so just, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad you think it's funny. Why am I mad? Because I was trying to play the game and I just got called out. Why else?
Oh my God.
All right, well, let me tell everybody here, y'all are dumb. I know more about cars than most people here, and it's been so hard for me to like hold my tongue and act dumb.
But some revelations can't be laughed off easily.
One of the other teams told me that they saw NSX take our map out of the car. The game's hard enough as it is without foul play. They've been one of our friends the whole time we've been on the show.
We were rolling around yesterday without a map at all. Like, our map is... We had to follow Challenger the whole entire way because we didn't even have a map.
You knew that I needed gas. Now I ended up being last.
I didn't take... Dude, I did not take...
Whoa.
I didn't take anything.
Calm down, dude.
What the hell's your problem?
It's not worth it, dude.
Dude, what the hell do you
That's
think?
why I came in last.
Chill, please, okay?
We can go look at my car. You think I took your map? I didn't take from you. I don't know. He said I took his map. I don't got... Everyone's got their map taken. He blames it on me for something. Somebody told him... I don't know.
Does he not know that everybody's maps got taken?
I was right there with everyone else. I don't know how I would have... you'd know if I was missing.
Of course I'm gonna get pissed. So I went and confronted him. And then he just started denying it, so I pushed him. It's lucky I didn't punch him. That's what I usually do.
You know, it's all good to have animosity between teams, but when it gets physical, man, that's not what this show's all about. This isn't the time or the place for that kind of crap.
Well...
Welcome to the Sacramento Rail Yard. In first place, with a time of 6 hours, 15 minutes, and 21 seconds, is Team Challenger.
Oh, man.
How'd we do that? Well done, guys. It seems as if the longer the rally goes on, the stronger you guys get. Now, not only are you exempt from today's challenge, but you get a black magic detail today. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Now, before we get to the festivities, let's talk a little about the driving leg yesterday. Now, what can you guys tell me about the ferry? And I'm not talking about Team Woo. Team NSX.
We got to the ferry, we locked the doors, and I left the keys inside and had to rig a hanger to pull the keys out, and we lost our chance to cross the river, so we were behind everyone.
Now let's get to it. In last place and facing possible elimination today, is Team Viper. Now what happened, boys? You missed the boat or what?
Well, it started out we had to go back the other way to get gas. I just couldn't make up the time.
Just drive your ass off today and it won't matter.
Oh, I plan on it.
In second to last place, and joining Team Viper in the challenge with a time of 7 hours, 4 minutes, and 16 seconds, is Team Hemikuda. What happened?
Got some bad gas in the car, broke down on the highway for 30 minutes. That's about it.
That's 0-0 for the winners of the first two legs. But now, you're facing elimination. Now, for the third and final team in today's challenge, we go to our winners, Team Challenger, for the decision. Who's it going to be, boys?
Well, I think at this point everybody knows strategy is a big thing. We're going to have to try to pick off our best competitors and give them a chance to go home. And since two of the cars that are already in, we consider big threats. The only other car we consider a big threat. It's just Team Lambo. That's who we pick.
Team Lambo. First off, may I say that is a wonderful shirt you're wearing.
Thank you very much.
Very nice taste.
Since you gave us our new nickname, Team Nipples, in real life you're not as big as you look on TV, so we've decided to give you a new nickname, William the Pussycat Goldberg.
That'll work.
And something else we'd like to twist.
Yep.
You know what this is? This is immunity. For those who have never seen it, that's what it sounds like.
Since they obviously have immunity, you're going to have to go on to another team to throw in the challenge.
Bill, there's a lot of, I think, unreliable cars here. One of the most reliable ones I'd have to say is Team Hummer. I'm feeling maybe an off-road competition coming up soon, so we're going to go ahead and pick them.
Okay, Team Hummer. You've been thrown into the challenge, and, you know, you can look at it a couple different ways. It could be a compliment. But what do you feel towards Team Challenger?
I don't feel anything, because, you know, Bill, like I told you before, and I tell you over and over, life is a challenge, Bull Run is a challenge. We just got to step up like we did before and see what happens.
So you ain't making it personal?
Not just personal.
After their worst day yet, Team Viper comes in dead last with a time of 8 hours and 20 minutes. Also joining them in the challenge in second to last place, Team Hemikuda. Team Challenger throw Team Lambo into the challenge, but the Lambo boys play the immunity, forcing Challenger to make a tactical second choice, Team Hummer. Ladies and gentlemen, today's challenge is Heist. To succeed in Heist, the teams must haul ass from the starting block and negotiate their way to the warehouse, blasting through the Bull Run glass barrier. Once inside, the co-driver must exit and retrieve the briefcase, which is located in one of the 3 lockers. The co-driver must return to the vehicle with the briefcase and safely buckle up before the car takes off through the locked gate to the track outside. Following the route exactly, they will have to face yours truly while negotiating the dirt and our pursuing cops. The object is to rip through the course as quickly as possible. Must finish the run by coming to a complete stop in the designated finish box in front of the tire. Fastest time wins. Let's get it on. Coming up on Bullrun, as our 3 teams tackle the challenge.
Oh, good.
Confidence is at an all-time high.
I think I was born for it.
But there can be only one winner.
It was fun.
Which of our teams will have their dreams cut short and be sent packing?
For one of you guys, it's the end of the line. Hit the road.
Team Challenger. You guys getting along in the car?
Of course.
How long you guys known each other?
About 6 years. He and I have been buddies from before, but I work for him now.
I mean, you're driving a brand new car. So is that 2,000 miles total on this car?
Drive it like a rental, I say.
Well, is it leased? Because then you really can. Look, clean wheel, dry tire. So, boom, your rim is clean, and now you have the interior to match. You have a dust and dirt-free courtesy of Black Magic.
Battling it out in Heist are the Hemi-Cuda, the Hummer, and the Viper.
It's got a lot of holes, potholes, and different things. You got to go through water, and it's going to be hard.
3, 2, 1.
It was so fast, I couldn't hardly, it just went by so fast, I'm like kind of shaking. I just ran.
Hardest part probably is through the mud, just keeping the car, you know, on track. Around this corner, we got a little sideways.
Felt good. Woo! Awesome!
You know, have you ever got grimy before? We're about to get grimy right here on this challenge right here.
And go.
underestimated the Hummer. We were all underestimating.
I think it was tight. Tight as I could have made it.
Few little things on there. Windshield got cracked. Not happy about that, but it is what it is.
It was good. I liked it. I think I was born for it. I need more speed.
You know what I'm saying? Better have respect for this. Better have respect. Look at those guns, man. And I told you, I know on the contract it says no weapons, but guess what? Hey, it happens. Look at that, boy. Look at that. Goldberg. Yeah! Woo, boy. Who's going home? Hello? Can you hear me now? Okay, I'm not going a damn place. If I went, we all going, so I ain't going nowhere. Damn it, man. I love you.
I'm worried. I didn't come on here to total my car.
3, 2,
That wasn't too bad. That was fun.
Going from bumpy ass road to sharp hairpin turns, glass, through the fence, on the dirt, back onto the road. It was fun.
Coming up on Bull Run, it's judgment time.
For one of you guys, it's the end of the line.
Which of our 3 teams will have their journey cut short? You're out of here. Hit the road. Wow. Looks like you guys had a great time at the Sacramento rail yards. Now, let's be honest. When you signed up for Bull Run, you knew that you'd put yourselves and your cars through hell. But did you ever expect a challenge like that? Team Hummer.
Bill, I tell you, this was the first time I was really scared.
I heard you were speechless.
I was.
That's hard for me to believe. Team Hemikuda, how about you?
Pretty rough course.
What's your daughter think?
It was pretty rough, but we made it through.
And Team Viper, how about it, boys?
My car's not meant for the dirt. It's meant for the street, but, you know, we did what we had to do and got through the race.
Now, despite your efforts, one of you 3 teams is going home tonight. Now, the winner of Heist is safe and will move on to leg 4 of Bull Run. And with a time of 1 minute and 33 seconds, the winner is Team Hummer.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about, baby! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about! Yeah!
Okay, guys, now with arguably the slowest car here, you guys really stepped it up, man. Join the other teams that are safe. Now it's down to two teams. Team Viper and Team Hemikuda. For one of you guys, it's the end of the line. Now, Team Viper, that turn cost you a lot of time. And Team Hemikuda, that fumble with the seatbelt, it took forever. Team Hemikuda, you completed the challenge in a time of 1 minute and 39 seconds. Team Viper, you completed the challenge in a time of 2 minutes and 5 seconds. You're out of here, gentlemen. Hit the road.
Good luck. My car was fighting for traction the whole time, especially when I got into the dirt. You know, after we actually hit the dirt, it felt like I was on snow. The front of my car started sliding. I was doing everything I could do just to stay on the gas and keep the car going straight. You know, I thought bringing a supercar here would give me a big advantage, but that's not what it's all about. It's not all about all-out speed.
Some stiff competition in this bull run. It's a lot of people that can navigate and drive pretty well. Bull run was definitely a great experience. I'm glad we did it.
This game's for real, Team Hemikuda. You slip up once, you could be just like Team Viper. You could be headed home. And if I know you, you don't want that. Ladies and gentlemen, be prepared for another hellish day of Bull Run. Good night. Next time on Bull Run, Neuheiser hit on leg 4.
8,000 feet.
This is awesome.
And for Team Lambo, new lows.
Hope they go to jail.
As the competition tightens, emotions run hot.
Get out of the way!
Bull Run turns up the heat, and one team's gonna get burnt.
You gotta love this game.